For those obsessed with the holidays, there are few bucket list items more enticing than a visit to Europe's amazing Christmas markets, famed for their elaborate stalls, historic backdrops, and festive decor at every turn. Hi, I'm Christina from happytowander.com, and after visiting dozens of Christmas markets over the past 8 years, I've put together a list of the coziest, most beautiful, and most extravagant Christmas markets on the continent. A list we'll be counting down today from 44th to 1st place. So hit that like button and subscribe for more travel videos like this one, and comment below which destination you think will take the #1 spot. We'll start with a surprising one, and that's London. Why is London so low down on the list? Well, the truth is, while London is amazing with Christmas decorations, displays, and overall festive flair, the actual Christmas markets themselves leave quite a bit to be desired, selling many of the same mass-produced products at inflated prices. But it still makes my list, because while the market stalls themselves are just okay, their backdrops are next level, from Trafalgar Square and Leicester Square to the iconic South Bank, plus many other festive venues across the city. The largest Christmas market event in London is the city's famous Winter Wonderland, which takes over Hyde Park with a massive fun fair and Christmas market. A pretty great festive destination so long as you plan ahead and avoid peak period crowds. So, while I can't say London's Christmas markets are the best in Europe, I can say it's a great destination for Christmas regardless. Next on the list is Budapest, one of Europe's most beautiful cities, and one that becomes more popular every year as a Christmas market destination, with markets held in some of the city's prettiest settings, including Vörösmarty Square and St. Stephen's Basilica, where a dazzling light show projects onto the basilica every 30 minutes. In addition to stalls selling festive food, drink, and gifts, there's also opportunities for ice skating and enjoying the city's top sights, including their dreamy thermal baths. On that note, I should say this list is mostly places I've personally visited, or like Budapest, ones that are so famous it felt silly to not include them. So please let me know in the comments if there are any underrated Christmas market destinations you would add to the list. Next up at number 42 is Düsseldorf. If you're looking for a variety of amazing Christmas markets to visit in one of Germany's most fashionable cities, then Düsseldorf's Christmas markets are an excellent choice. With a selection of themed markets across the city, there are plenty of great stalls to browse and enjoy, with key highlights being a fun Christmas pyramid adorned with figures of local celebrities, and a lovely selection of stalls along the Rhine River. My personal favorite, though, was the Angels Market, which was glittering with golden decor. Another special Christmas market destination in Germany is number 41, Stuttgart. During the festive season, Stuttgart City Hall becomes a giant advent calendar, with one window unveiled each day representing one of the city's many districts. In front of this advent calendar, you'll find one of Stuttgart's many Christmas markets, known for hosting a competition each year for best stall decor, which means lots of elaborate rooftops and stalls to admire. Add on other themed markets like a Finnish Christmas village, and it's easy to see why Stuttgart is such a popular destination for Christmas markets. Speaking of popular, at number 40, we have Paris. Much like London, Paris's Christmas charm comes in the form of decadent decor and storefronts. But there are a few Christmas markets to be enjoyed here as well, with locations so iconic I had to include them on this list. From the large Christmas market and fun fair at the Jardin des Tuileries, to the vibrant Christmas market at La Défense, the Christmas markets in Paris offer a lot of opportunities for shopping, dining, and soaking up the festive atmosphere. Add on the Yuletide charm of other Parisian must-sees like its department stores and covered passages, and you have an unforgettable festive getaway. Next, at number 39, we have Winchester, where the Christmas spirit hits you as soon as you leave the train station. The main event, however, can be found at the beautiful Winchester Cathedral, which makes a magical backdrop for their small but mighty Christmas market, which takes place every year. With dozens of stalls to peruse, including a separate maker's market with handmade decorations, gifts, and clothing from local businesses. And this is definitely one of the coziest Christmas markets to visit in England. Moving on to number 38, we have Essen. This incredibly underrated city can be found in the Ruhr region of Germany, known for its industrial legacy, which makes it all the more surprising that its Christmas market scene is so magical. From its main Christmas market that takes place under a glittering canopy of twinkle lights, to their medieval-themed market nearby. This is a great German Christmas market to visit if you want something more off the beaten path and significantly less crowded. Next up, at number 37, we're heading to the Netherlands for Valkenburg. The main highlight here is that their Christmas markets are held in caves, including the Gemeentegrot, one of Europe's oldest and largest. You'll also find plenty of unique installations, from epic sand sculptures to elaborate nativity scenes, as well as above-ground market stalls and festivities as well. Moving on to number 36, we have Graz. While often overshadowed by Vienna, Austria's second largest city, Graz, is one of the most beautiful cities to visit in Europe, certainly at Christmas time when it's home to over a dozen Christmas markets. The main attraction here is the Hauptplatz Christmas market in front of City Hall, but there's plenty of other cozy markets scattered across the city's elegant courtyards, with themes ranging from a children's Advent fair and sustainable Christmas market to a market where all the stalls are charity run. Next, at number 35, is Edinburgh. Scotland's gorgeous capital attracts visitors year-round with its historic beauty. But once the holidays hit, market stalls and festivities take over the Princes Street Gardens and George Street, adding even more magic to the mix. Truth be told, I've heard mixed reviews on the markets themselves and the goods they sell. But hey, they win bonus points for their epic backdrop and the abundance of other amazing winter activities in Edinburgh, like bumming around the city's many amazing bookshops. Plus, if you stick around until New Year's, you can experience the city's world-famous celebrations for Hogmanay. At number 34, we have Wrocław. This beautiful Polish city gets a magical makeover at Christmas time, with over 250 elaborately decked chalets to admire in the city center. Often considered one of the largest and most beautiful Christmas markets in Poland, this fairy tale-themed market is a true feast for the senses, with stalls all over the main market square and along smaller side streets throughout the city. Next, coming in at number 33, we have Birmingham. Known as the largest authentic German-style Advent market outside Central Europe, Birmingham's Frankfurt Christmas Market attracts over 5 million visitors annually, with nearly 200 stalls spanning from Victoria Square to the Bullring Shopping Centre. The energy here captures the essence of Germany's Christmas markets very well, with an additional market focused on more local makers available on the grounds of Birmingham Cathedral. Next up, at number 32, is the Grand Czech capital of Prague. While the grandeur of the market stalls in Prague may pale in comparison to some other European Christmas markets, there's one thing that makes this city a firm contender for top Christmas market destination in Europe. And that reason is simple: it's Prague. Boasting some of the prettiest backdrops on the continent, Prague's Christmas market scene is dominated by the main market in Old Town Square, with a few smaller ones scattered around the city, selling a selection of food and souvenirs. Shopping isn't really the main event here, but if your goal is to simply enjoy the festive atmosphere with a Schwarak, or hot wine, while enjoying the wintry charm of one of Europe's most gorgeous capitals, then a Christmas market trip to Prague is definitely one for the bucket list. Coming in at number 31 is Dortmund. While often missed by international visitors, the Dortmund Christmas market scene is one that boasts a number of superlatives. Not only is it one of the biggest Christmas markets in Germany with over 300 stalls to browse, its centerpiece happens to be the biggest Christmas tree in the entire world. Add on plenty of funfair attractions and an abundance of stalls to pillage for classic Christmas market treats, and you have an impressive Christmas market destination worth adding to the bucket list. Moving on to number 30, we have Christmas at Blenheim Palace. Best known as the birthplace of Winston Churchill, this elaborate country home hosts a month-long Christmas market every year running from mid-November to mid-December. But really, the starring attraction here isn't the market itself, but rather the festive decor of the palace, which is illuminated with a dramatic light show and elegant Christmassy interiors that change theme every year. For those willing to brave the cold, there's even a festive light trail in the palace gardens, which tends to sell out every year. A bonus mention goes out to the nearby Oxford Christmas market, which is fairly small but worth a visit for the backdrops alone. Next, at number 29 is Frankfurt. Home to Germany's busiest airport, Frankfurt is a common pick for overseas visitors who want to experience Germany's Christmas market charm for themselves. Of course, this means heavy crowds, but those who smartly plan for off-peak periods get to enjoy a wide range of Christmas markets, from the classic Main market in the Römerberg, which looks straight out of a snow globe, to a pink-themed LGBTQ market and a cool rooftop market with skyline views and more. An honorable mention goes to Mainz Christmas market close by, which is also worth a visit to if you're in the area. Now let's move on to number 28, Karlsruhe. This underrated city in Baden-Württemberg can be found just a stone's throw from the French border, and is home to a few different markets, including the main market in Friedrichsplatz, which is home to some of the most opulent rooftop decorations I've seen at any Christmas market in Germany. There's also an extension of the market at Marktplatz, where you'll find a lovely pyramid and Ferris wheel, as well as a charming skating rink at Schlossplatz with a backdrop of the beautiful Karlsruhe Palace. Next up, for number 27, we have Madrid. While Spain isn't often considered as big a Christmas market destination as countries in Central Europe, the Spanish capital of Madrid is an exception that's well known for its Christmas market scene. The crown jewel of the city's festive calendar is the Plaza Mayor Christmas Market, which fills the city's epic main square with red wooden chalets selling all sorts of Christmas decorations, ornaments, gifts, and nativity scene figures. There are plenty of other markets on throughout the season though, along with a big ice rink and several festive performances like circus shows. Now for number 26, we have the French city of Mulhouse. This city is home to one of the most surprising Christmas markets in the fairy tale Alsace region of France. Here, as a nod to the city's textile industry, they have a unique feature unseen anywhere else in Europe, a specially designed Christmas fabric that they change annually to decorate the different stalls around the city, decking souvenirs, cups, and even sold by the meter at the Pink City Hall. Add on an array of stunning light installations and a beautiful open-air Ferris wheel that provides sweeping views over the main square. And you can see why Mulhouse is one of the top Christmas destinations in Europe. Moving on to number 25, we have Esslingen, home to one of the most incredible medieval-themed markets in Europe. With costumed vendors selling everything from potion bottle liqueurs to medieval toys, this market commits hard to its theme. You'll even find a ton of medieval carnival games, food from around the world, and to ensure all bases are covered, even a more traditional German Christmas market steps away from the medieval one. Speaking of traditional German markets, number 24 on our list is Hamburg. Not only is this northern German city an absolute dream to explore, it's ideal for Christmas market browsing because of its many unique Christmas markets. For a more traditional experience, there's the main market in front of the Rathaus, which uses Hamburg's gorgeous city hall as the backdrop. Or for something a little different, there's the Santa Pauli Christmas Market, a provocative sex-themed Christmas market located in Hamburg's red light district, where you can shop for all sorts of interesting goodies such as not safe for work ornaments, among other interesting goods. Staying up north, we have the Christmas market in Tallinn. This beautiful winter destination is quickly becoming one of Europe's most hyped up Christmas market cities, with an array of Christmas market stalls scattered around the historic Old Town, considered one of the best preserved medieval town centers in the world. With a large Christmas tree at the market center, the fairy tale vibes here are unmatched, with a fun festive calendar of events to accompany the city's Christmas market season, from a Christmas jazz festival to a gingerbread-themed exhibition. Next on the list at number 22 is the German capital of Berlin. Berlin has made the list not for any particular market itself, but simply for its many, many choices. With over 60 Christmas markets held throughout the holiday season, Berlin trumps most other cities in Europe for its sheer variety of markets. Whether you're looking for an elegant market set in a palace, like you'll find at Schloss Charlottenburg, or a hip, distinctly Berlin Christmas market held on the rooftop of a shopping mall parking lot. Granted, not all the markets here are winners, but if you're looking for the classic cozy Christmas market experience, the festivities at the Gendarmenmarkt are definitely worth a visit, with dozens of other options waiting once you're done over there. Moving on to number 21, we have the Christmas market in Aachen. Famed for its epic cathedral and mouth-watering print-in cookies, Aachen is a city that does the festive season properly, a fact confirmed by the Christmas market's 1.5 million annual visitors. Here you'll find beautiful stalls scattered around the city's old town, making backdrops out of the epic Aachen Cathedral, known as Germany's first monument to receive UNESCO heritage status, as well as the impressive City Hall. Oh, and it's worth mentioning that this Christmas market even has their own special mascot, a giant man made out of their city's beloved cookie. And on the topic of sweets, let's move on to number 20, Brussels. Famed for fries, beer, and chocolate, Belgium is a country with a delightful reputation year-round. But during the festive period, it's the Belgian capital of Brussels that really steals the show with a vibrant assortment of Christmassy events known as Brussels Winter Wonders. With over 200 market stalls spread across multiple locations in the city, you'll also find a lot of fun fair elements too, including a big Ferris wheel, rides, merry-go-rounds, ice skating, and even special pop-ups like saunas and VR installations. The star here, though, is no doubt the amazing light show that takes place in Grand Place, one of the most magnificent squares in Europe. Set to dramatic music, of course. Next up, we have number 19, which is Kaiserberg. This aggressively Christmassy Alsatian town is as scenic as it gets, with a rushing river down the middle and lush terraced vineyards rising up in the surrounding hills. This is where you need to go if you want to see a village engulfed by Christmas, offering an endless parade of beautiful market stalls and equally beautiful storefronts selling sweets, ornaments, and everything in between. One of the highlights here is ogling the elaborate building facades, often adorned with charming shutters, glittering baubles, and even fluffy teddy bears. Moving on to number 18, we have Basel. This charming Swiss city is unique in that it's located at the crossroads of 3 countries, Switzerland, Germany, and France. It's also home to one of the oldest Christmas markets in Switzerland, with 2 main markets in Münsterplatz and Barfüßerplatz swimming in Yuletide charm. Highlights here include the giant Christmas tree right by the Basler Münster and the towering Christmas pyramid, which serves as the centerpiece of the Barfüßerplatz market, both ridiculously photogenic. Speaking of photogenic, number 17 is a Christmas market legend. I'm talking, of course, about Nuremberg. The Nuremberg Christmas market is one of the country's most famous markets, attracting millions of visitors each year. Not only is it known as one of the oldest Christmas markets in the country, it's also famous for its ambassador, the Nuremberg Christkind, who is chosen by popular vote every 2 years and is present for a series of special events throughout the season, including the event's opening ceremony. While this market is personally not my favorite as it's extremely busy and features many stalls selling similar mass-produced goods, it does have a number of charming draws, including the largest Vorratsangenbowle in the world, a sister cities market which features goods from Nuremberg's global sister cities, and of course the picturesque hilltop castle. Coming in at number 16, we have Turkheim. Known for its colorful elves village, Turkheim is an Alsatian town that puts a whimsical twist on traditional Christmas markets. Stepping into this market is like walking into a colorful cartoon set, with vibrant chalets made to look like they were painted by elves, along with a full-on elves wishing well where you can make your own wishes for the coming year. The town's most famous Christmas attraction, though, is probably its colorful advent calendar, which opens up a new window every day from December 1st to 24th, accompanied by a lighting of the Advent wreath and a mini story time. Another charming Christmas market to visit in Alsace is number 15, Obernai. Located just 20 minutes away from Strasbourg, this gingerbread-esque village is worlds away from the big city, with timber-clad houses lining narrow lanes and just the perfect mix of Christmas cheer without too much flashiness. Here you'll find a few different markets all within walking distance of each other, with a lot of amazing handmade goods and local products to browse. It helps, of course, that the town is impossibly cute and has only a fraction of the crowds of nearby markets. Next up, we're heading back to the UK with a visit to number 14, Bath. This historic English city offers one of the prettiest backdrops of any European Christmas market, with the entire city designated a UNESCO Heritage Site, the only city in the UK to have this honor. While Bath's Christmas market is only held for a short time, it's well worth making the trip to see the traditional wooden chalets around town. Since they place a special emphasis on makers and artisans from around England's southwest, you're likely to find a lot more unique gifts here compared to other Christmas markets. Along with the market stalls, there's also a lot of great Christmas events at Royal Victoria Park, where you'll find a skating rink and glow-in-the-dark mini golf with plenty of Christmas lights. Now let's move on to number 13, Xmas. This charming village is often said to be the inspiration behind Belle's village from Beauty and the Beast, so as you can imagine, it's pretty magical. One of the most distinctive features of Xmas is its layout, which sees streets arranged in 3 concentric circles around the town's central square. Throughout the Christmas season, these streets are filled with festive lights, with a handful of Christmas market stalls scattered around the historic center. While this market is fairly small, the setting more than makes up for it, with some of the prettiest storybook architecture you'll find in Europe. Next up, at number 12, we have Zurich. If it's glitz and glam you're after, Switzerland's largest city, Zurich, is the place to be. Highlights of the Christmas market scene here include a market in the train station, whose centerpiece is a glittering 50-foot Swarovski Christmas tree, along with a gorgeous Christmas village just outside the Opera House, and cozy markets sprinkled around town, including one with a Christmas tree stage that fills up with carolers every evening. The city's main shopping street, Bahnhofstrasse, is also bejeweled with a long trail of shimmery lights, known affectionately by locals as Lucy. Now, let's move on to number 11, Salzburg. Best known for the sound of music and Mozart, Salzburg is a spectacular Austrian city that hosts a number of delightful Christmas markets throughout the Advent season, making use of epic backdrops from the towering Salzburg Cathedral to the hilltop fortress of Hohensalzburg, perched 500 meters above the city. That's not all, of course. There's plenty of smaller, cozier markets to be discovered as well, illuminating courtyards, palaces, and more with festive cheer and plenty of stalls selling gifts and treats. All right, we're finally onto the top 10. Let's kick off this final countdown with number 10, which is Regensburg. This small city in eastern Bavaria is home to a few different Christmas markets, from the main Christmas market in Neufahrplatz to the Lucrezia market, which focuses on goods from local artisans. The one that has given it such high placement on my list, though, is the Christmas market at the Schloss Thurn und Taxis, a beautiful palace that opens up its grounds to one of the most romantic and beautiful Christmas markets, not just in Germany, but in all of Europe. Besides its dreamy setting, the stalls here are arranged beautifully around the palace grounds, with a drool-worthy selection of food items and plenty of fun activities, from live blacksmithing demos and an illuminated lakeside walk, to live music and a hilltop gazebo where you can sip sparkling wine while overlooking the grounds. Hands down, this is one of the most magical small Christmas markets in Europe and well worth the entry fee. Moving on to number 9, we have the Swiss city of Montreux. The stunning lakeside location of the Montreux Christmas market is what sets it apart from the competition, with over 170 beautiful stalls arranged along the shores of Lake Geneva, selling all kinds of unique gifts and food items. It may not be one of the most glamorous Christmas markets in Europe, but its quiet and relaxing vibe is exactly what makes it so worth visiting. While here, you can also keep an eye on the famous Flying Santa of Montreux, who glides across the sky 3 times a day. Or, even better, you can go meet Santa himself in his mountain grotto by taking a special cogwheel train. Next on the list is number 8, Monschau. Nestled in the picturesque Eifel region of Germany, a stone's throw from Belgium, the Monschau Christmas market is a true festive gem, perfect for travelers seeking a storybook holiday experience. With its cobblestone streets and half-timbered houses as a charming backdrop, a visit here is like entering a snow globe filled with charming market stalls. Besides the typical stalls selling handicrafts and Christmas market treats, one of the highlights here for me was the Made in Monschau Christmas market, an indoor market with stalls exclusively from local makers. And if you're a Christmas movie addict like me, this town is also the setting of a wonderful German Christmas series known as Over Christmas. Be sure to watch it and get ready to put Monschau immediately on your bucket list. Now onwards to number 7, the legendary Christmas markets of Vienna. Austria's capital is well known as one of the top Christmas market destinations in Europe, so I had to include it in this roundup. With over a dozen festive markets scattered around the city, Vienna offers a range of magical settings to choose from, whether you want opulent palace courtyards or grand city squares. If your goal is to be wowed by architecture before being wowed by Glühwein, Vienna is a pretty safe bet. Moving on to number 6, we have another gorgeous European capital, Copenhagen. While there are multiple Christmas markets held in Denmark's capital each year, from the main harbor and King's New Square to the alternative community of Freetown, Christiania, the starring attraction of Copenhagen's Christmas scene is definitely Tivoli Gardens, one of the world's oldest amusement parks and probably one of the most enchanting too. Tivoli Gardens go all out at Christmas time, with amazing market stalls, light installations, and festive decor, jazzed up with the background noise of screaming from the park's selection of thrilling rides. All in all, it makes for a wonderful place to warm up next to a fire and sip on some glögg, the local twist on mulled wine, which includes additional goodies like raisins and sliced almonds. Counting down to the top 5 now, we have number 5, the amazing Colmar. Beloved year-round for its fairy tale aesthetic, Colmar becomes an impossibly charming place at Christmas time, with Christmas markets overtaking the city's already charming streets, squares, and canals. Granted, it does get very busy, so it's important to avoid peak periods. If you manage to do that though, you'll be treated to half a dozen markets scattered around the town's most scenic squares, with different themes from a children's market to a gourmet market selling some of the most delicious Christmas market food you'll try in Europe. Luckily, all the markets are within easy walking distance of each other, making Colmar the perfect festive day trip. Next is number 4, my former home city of Munich, Germany. With over a dozen Christmas markets to choose from, Munich's diverse Christmas market scene makes it one of the best places to visit in Europe for Christmas time. Besides its main Christmas market in Marienplatz, said to be running since the 14th century, there are a number of alternative Christmas market experiences to enjoy, including an epic medieval market, a steampunk circus-themed market, and even a Christmas market at the airport. Turning some of the city's top landmarks into scenic backdrops, Munich's Christmas market scene is one that you really can't miss. There's even a giant Christmas market that takes over the grounds of Oktoberfest, known as the Winter Tollwood Festival, and a Christmas market on a boat on a bridge. Now let's move on to number 3, Strasbourg, a city known the world over as Europe's capital of Christmas. Home to France's first ever Christmas markets, Strasbourg offers a diverse Christmas market experience that takes over the entire city with markets of various themes scattered all around the historic center. From a magical market in the shadow of the epic Strasbourg Cathedral and pretty riverside stalls, to the quirky off-Christmas market, which is home to alternative gift ideas and initiatives, you really won't get bored exploring all the different markets here. It helps, of course, that the city itself is stunning, with plenty of Christmassy facades and displays to make you feel like you're in a festive wonderland. Speaking of festive wonderlands, at number 2, we have the amazing German city of Cologne. With a variety of themed markets all over the city, there's no denying that Cologne's Christmas market scene is one of the best in Europe. Whether you want amazing photos of the Cologne Cathedral Christmas market, which takes place under a canopy of glittering lights, an angel-themed Christmas market complete with angels on stilts, a nautical-themed market by the river, or the star of the show, a magical elf-themed market in the historic center, complete with its own skating rink and cute elf-themed touches all over. Cologne's Christmas market decorations are by far some of the most detailed and elaborate I've come across. And with even waffles that are shaped like their iconic cathedral, you'll really feel like you're in your own Christmas movie. Just avoid weekends because millions of others want to be part of the movie too. Finally, we've arrived at our number 1 pick. Can you guess where? If you said Dresden, you'd be correct. This was a tough decision, But when I think of the most amazing Christmas markets in Europe, it's Dresden's stunning selection that comes to mind, with 7 main markets held throughout the city between November and December. The starring attraction here is Dresden's Striezelmarkt, one of the oldest Christmas markets in Germany, with origins dating back to 1434. Along with its stunningly elaborate stall decor, this market is home to the world's largest functional Christmas arch and the world's tallest Christmas pyramid. Besides this market though, they have an incredible medieval-themed market that will transport you back in time, a cozy romantic market tucked away in an idyllic courtyard, an international-themed market with gifts from around the world, and some of the most beautiful backdrops that Europe has to offer, like the amazing Dresden Frauenkirche. If it's variety, extravagance, and attention to detail you're looking for, Dresden has it all in one scenic package. Now, as I mentioned, this video focused primarily on Christmas markets I've personally visited, but I know there's so many more that travelers rave about, like the Christmas markets in Zagreb, Croatia, Bucharest and Brasov, Romania, and all over northern Italy. So again, please comment if you have more Christmas markets to recommend. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more travel videos just like this one, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!